What's going on, guys? So I'm here at the unit doing some quick things to the actual car itself since I got some parts in. But before we start anything, here's a little quick update. And as you can tell, I did post up the whole SRT swap, putting the engine in the car. Before that, I actually had more footage of the whole front suspension was actually torn apart. So I'm actually going to be putting that video just now, and you're going to be seeing me clearing out the NJ bay and all that stuff. So hopefully you enjoy. It's a little short video of things that I had to get out the way for the Eclipse to start the swap, since everything has to be custom. But other than that, enjoy the video, guys, and see you in the next one too. What's going on, guys? Everything in here is already cleaned up. I'm not gonna worry about anything with engine bay wise since motor will be pulled. All right, so whatever's gonna happen here is basically I'm doing a swap here. I do have a lot of things going on, so I will have to remove harnesses, remove these hoses, get those out of the way. Brake reservoir for the brake booster, and then clutch, that'll probably be removed just in case. I might put new ones on there. I'm not sure what my brother wants to do with it, but remove all the wiring. But first, I really want to get the car on the ground. So what's gonna happen is basically gonna go ahead and put all these bolts back in, the whole suspension, just tighten them up, just make sure they're snug. I'm not gonna be moving the car anywhere far, so I'm gonna go ahead and put tie rod in, lower control arms in, and my shock back in. So I'll show you here in a sec what I got going on with the engine. And so here you go, guys. Here's the engine, Srt4 motor, ARP head studs, and everything else. Reseal the whole engine, timing belts, gates timing belt. I'm gonna probably clean it off before I do anything else because it's pretty dusty. It's been sitting here for a good bit. So once I get everything situated with the car first, I'll probably pull it out maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure right now. Depends what I got left here. So I do got a few sensors I gotta put back in before I do anything, but right now I'm not worried about wiring or anything of that sort. So that's the engine. There's nothing really special about it. We might be upgrading to this other one. I'm not sure right now, but for now this is going to be the main thing to start with, and then depends how the future goes. We'll see if we end up throwing more boost at it. So, all right, guys, so what we're going to do first here is basically start connecting up this lower control arm, tightening these bolts up just snug, and put this bolt in for your shock as well, and tie rod in. And after that, I'll be going straight to putting on the wheel and get the other side done, lower it down off the jacksons so I can see where exactly I'll be at, and maybe I'll try at least to pull the engine out, take the trans off the old engine, and hopefully it'll bolt up to the one that we have right now. So apparently it will, so I still got to get to that point. So either way, no big deal right now. So let's deal with this first, and then we'll deal with other things later. Done with the other side, starting to continue on this side now. Should be quick. Now I gotta lift up this side. so the suspension's down. I'm about to put the wheel on real quick, and I'm gonna go ahead and lower this car because it's gonna be dark anytime soon. So I at least want to do that, and then continue tomorrow with removing all the engine harnesses and all that kind of stuff. So here's the car on some XXRs, some cheap wheels with monster tires on it. I'm finishing up. Lower the car down. Gonna go ahead and remove these hoses, the engine harness, and a few little bit of things. Yeah, hopefully I can do a little bit of stuff now before it gets too dark, and then I'm gonna go inside and just chill for a bit. Alright guys, so I'm kind of removing some grounds here, and then this whole cruise control. There's no need for these wires anymore as of right now, because I'll probably make my own grounds later on, and then a whole new throttle cable and all that kind of stuff. So this is all trash. The bolts I can keep though. Alright guys, so now I gotta basically start feeding the wires from the engine bay out through here, because everything's all hooked up in one piece and it's kind of the worst thing ever. So let me take these out real quick, and we'll continue to do that. And then also, probably 5 years ago, I think, somewhere around that line, but there's so much wiring, and the way this car runs, most of the stuff runs through the ECU, and basically I'm gonna have to take out the seat. And as you can tell, there's so many wires in here now compared to before. Everything used to run straight through the engine bay, but now I deleted most of that stuff or moved back here. So all these power wires, as you can tell, I'll show you here in a sec, all these power wires are gonna have to get out of the way. And then one of them was for starter, one was for alternator, if I remember right. And then the ones that I did, the extra ones, I had to extend the harness for the fuse box and make it work. And then most of the stuff for forget exactly what it was for, but there's a lot of wires here that I didn't need no more, so I actually ran it completely back. And actually most of this harness was in the engine bay, but instead of me cutting everything, I just didn't want to mess with it. I mean, I was younger, I didn't know much about it, but I did know the basics, so I decided to just run it all back into the car. So it's a nightmare. Later on we're gonna figure out what's gonna happen with that wiring, so since it's gonna have to be a custom harness on this one. So but yeah, all right, let's start taking this apart, take the seat out, and hopefully today all the wiring harness and all that stuff will be done for this week. so now I'm pulling the harness out from here to the inside, and this harness for the actual fuse box is actually kind of extended, so what I'm gonna have to do is basically chop those wires up again and go from there. So there's gonna be a few things that are gonna be need to be done for wiring and all that stuff, so that's something I'm gonna be talking with my brother about, and I don't know how he wants to set it up, but it's gonna be a street car from what I know, and yeah, should be good. Let me go ahead and start doing that real quick. Take the whole entire center console out the way. It's not really much, everything's just loose on there with a few screws here and there, but it took me about 5 minutes to take it apart. So disconnected all the body connectors, and now, as you can tell right here, this is the extended harness that I did for the fuse box to power up everything. So this is all gonna have to be chopped later on, but first of all I gotta remove this harness out of the way. So I'm gonna just pull straight through, just like that. Oh shoot, see how much of a mess that is? So as you can tell, no more need for this stuff. This is for the fans. So the right side, so I actually I did my own harness for the fans, so I mean I'll probably just keep that there. Maybe I'll redo it, I'm not 100% sure yet, but everything's out the way. These two wires are staying in here because they're for the fans. So those wires actually run to the back. Here's this wire, and I think this wire is for the actual window motor. So let me remove that real quick. Oh crap. So that one's gonna be right down in here. Yep, perfect. Damn. Oh shit. Oh well. Alright, so now that those are actually cut, I should be able to yank this harness right out the way. No problems. This, no good. That's no good. No good. This harness is badly capable. I'm actually going to pull that out. There's so much to do. I'm going to do this real quick. Leave that in there, leave this in there. This one was extended as well. So whole entire harness is out of the car for the body, for the instrument panel, and then also for the engine bay. So everything else connects straight to this. So what's next? This is going to be staying here for now. I'll probably just pull it through. And actually, let me do that now before I forget. So do this, and it still works. Jesus. So these, no bueno. Pull this through. Won't be needing that right now. Stuck. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't get stuck. Ouch. There's that. Here's the fuse panel I made for just the fan switches, and 1, 2, yeah, just for fan 1 and fan 2, that's about it. So I'm gonna redo all this and probably mount it over there, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, right now the car's a mess, so for this swap it's gonna be a good bit of work for body work, or body harness stuff, engine stuff, and hopefully I'll make it a lot simpler and wire everything separately. Hi guys, I just dropped my camera. Look at that. Oh dang. Okay, glad that was only the screen protector. Yep, that broke. Give me a second. How can you see in here? Is it clear? Yes, it is. All right, sorry about that, guys. So as of right now, just finished talking to my brother. So this car never had AC or heat, so we're getting rid of that completely. So our plan is basically keep it as simple as possible. So first we're gonna worry more about the engine stuff and trans stuff, because we're gonna have to do custom mounts, shifters and all that kind of stuff. So tomorrow or in the next video you'll see I'm gonna start actually assembling and disassembling the old motor with a new motor and all that stuff. So I'll show you that in the next video. But we're gonna worry about that first, and then wiring is gonna be the last thing we'll probably do with the car itself, as in headlights, tail lights, brake lights, and all that kind of stuff. So we're not gonna worry about that now. We just want the engine running and all that stuff. So stay tuned. Hope you love this video, and I'll see y'all next time.